Hello my beans and nuggets, welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl, Jasmine. Just ignore my hair and my outfit today. At least I did my makeup, okay? I'm looking a little busted. I kind of wanted to just be a little more comfortable, have comfy vibes for this video. But yeah, I'm actually back. It hasn't been a year since I filmed my last video. I think I'm going to say that in every single video now because the ongoing joke with my channel is that I will film a video and then like a year later I'll come back and be like, oh my god, I'm back, and then a year later will pass by and then I'm like, okay, now I'm really here to stay. But now I'm like actually trying to stay consistent with my channel, so I hope that's showing. But let's get into it. Yeah, I make a lot of TikTok and Vine references, so just ignore that. Today's video, I thought I would do kind of like a brand review, so like an overview of everything from the brand and kind of just tell you my thoughts and opinions. I actually really like this video, and if you guys want to see more of these, just leave down in the comments below like what brand you would like to see. It's likely that I probably have a lot from that brand because I have a lot of makeup and I like to spend money apparently, so yeah, just leave your comments down below and we'll make that happen. But today's video, we're gonna do a brand review on Rare Beauty. So I didn't get a few things from the brand, but I have pretty much mostly everything. And also keep in mind that these are my personal thoughts and my personal opinions. You do not have to agree. Please don't attack me if you disagree with something. It's just makeup. Calm down. You know what I mean? Like, we're not getting political or anything here. It's literally just makeup. So don't freak out. Because there's going to be things that are not going to work for everybody, and something that I might really love, you might really hate. Something that you might really love, I might really hate. So, you know, it's not for everybody. It is what it is. Just breathe. And also, just because I might say something negative about a product, it doesn't mean that I hate the brand or the company. That's pretty much the same thing, or the owners or whatever. So just keep that in mind. But yes, so I will list off the things that I did not purchase from the brand. I didn't get the brow product because I like a very sculpted brow, and from a lot of the reviews that I had seen, it was more of just like if you need a quick filling. It's not very like precise, which I like to be very precise with my brows. Not to say that I'll never try it, but just for now I have enough brow products that I like to use, and so it didn't tickle my fancy, so I didn't purchase it. Also, the eyeliner I did not purchase because I absolutely suck at eyeliner. I will definitely admit that proudly that I am not good at that. I'm working on it though. We're getting there. We're trying to practice. Practice makes perfect, but we're still in the practicing phase. So no eyeliner today. That's okay. The other thing that I do not have is the sponge and also the new palettes. So the sponge I didn't get because I have a million of those and I really don't need another sponge. Well, let's be real. Do I really need any of this? No. But the sponge was something that I like really did not need. And the palettes, I just have too many eyeshadow palettes. And they just weren't something that I was completely vibing with, if I'm gonna be like really honest. I mean, like, I still buy new eyeshadow palettes, but those, I don't know, I wasn't really like feeling it. Kind of like the what else did I just say that like didn't tickle my fancy? But yeah, just didn't, I don't know, I wasn't vibing with them. That's okay though. So yeah, but I have pretty much everything else. So let's start from the beginning. The face products, shall we? The base of everything. So here I have the primer. So this is actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. My light will probably wash it out. This is small. I thought it was going to be kind of like the same size as the spray. I don't know why, but I actually kind of like that this is really small. It's nice, compact, easy to travel with. Not that I've done any of that, but I'm just saying, one day when we're able to get out there again in the world, this will be nice to travel with. I do really like this product. I don't find it to be like particularly moisturizing. That's totally okay. Not all primers have to be moisturizing. It is very, very luminous. I actually don't like to use this paired with the foundation from the line, just because I find that the foundation is already like really dewy, and also there's like some other things that we'll talk about. But I like to use this with some of my other foundations, actually kind of more of the matte finish foundations, to be real with you guys. And I know that's weird because you're like, why would you put a luminous primer under a matte foundation? Like, if you're gonna wear a matte foundation, don't you want to look matte? Yes and no. Like, honestly, foundation is foundation to me. Matte foundations, I like to help keep my oils down, but I also like to do them up, do as in DEW, like to make dewy. I'm kind of weird when it comes to that. I don't really have like a strong preference typically with foundation finishes. I don't like super, super matte foundations, and I also don't like extremely, extremely luminous and dewy foundations. I kind of like just like the satin to regular matte. That's like my range of foundations that I like. So I like to use this more under like the matter side of foundations. That's just how I feel. I feel like it just gives them a better look for me, in my opinion. That's probably sounded so odd, but yeah, I tried to explain that in the best way I could, but that probably didn't happen, but whatever. But I like it. End of story. Long story short, it's a good product. I like it. So let's talk about the foundations next. So this is what they look like. I have two shades. You probably can't see. I have 190W and 210N. So again, the packaging, really cute. There's a lot of back and forth on whether this packaging is like meant for people who have arthritis and whatever. I'm not even going to go into the packaging, but I do like the packaging. It is easier for me to open because I do struggle with autoimmune issues and joint issues and stuff like that. So I do like that, whether they meant it or not. I thought this foundation was okay. I'm actually wearing it today. Probably not the best shade match, but you know, I will say this in every video. I suck at shade matching. You'll never find me wearing a foundation that actually matches me. So we got that out of the way. This foundation though, I didn't love it, which kind of made me sad because I thought I was gonna like really, really love it. It kind of gave me some weird, I felt like it gave me weird texture that I didn't have there before. Or either that, or it just didn't go on as smoothly as I was like hoping it would. But you know, that's okay. I know a lot of people that really love this foundation. I probably won't repurchase it, but I don't hate it. I still will wear it, obviously, because I'm wearing it today. I just don't love it, if that makes sense. I think it's a decent foundation. If you have dry skin, I don't think that you will love this, just because it kind of has a tendency to cling on to drier areas of the face, like dry patches basically. Take that as you will. It's not a horrible foundation. It's just not one that I absolutely love. It's not a holy grail. But I think that, I mean, obviously some people really, really love it. So that's that. Let's talk about the concealers. So the concealers pretty much look like a mini version of the foundation. The top is really cute. It's like a giant M&M. I love these concealers. I wish, and I said this in my last video, I wish so badly that the foundation was this formula. I think that if they did that, it would be a game changer. I don't know why, like I love this concealer so much more than the foundation. But yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about these. It's really creamy. The applicator is nice. It's a good size. Again, the packaging is really nice because it's not glass. So it'll definitely be easier to travel with. But I loved these way more over the foundation. So yeah, I highly suggest that you check these out if you're looking for a new concealer. I never typically go for higher end concealers. I usually just stick to drugstore because I said in my last video that I really only like to spot conceal. I think I remembered the word finally. I was having like the worst brain fart in my last video. Couldn't remember the term for it, but spot concealing. So really just going over pimples and things like that. I don't really use it to like brighten my under eyes, but even for brightening your under eyes, this is a really great concealer. So I know a lot of people have been really loving that. Let's move on to the powder compact. So it looks like this, super cute packaging, kind of looks like a pill. These lights are just like really strong today. Hopefully it'll like level out when I edit and everything like that. I don't want to blind you, so I'm just gonna kind of, looks like this. I'm still kind of blinding you anyways. Oh, there goes the powder puff. But it comes with this powder filled puff now, and it comes with also blotting sheets. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I actually haven't tried out the blotting sheets yet, just because those are something that I never really use anyways, but I'm kind of saving those for like when we're actually able to go out and I'll actually need to touch up my face. So I haven't tried those, so sorry if you were looking for my opinion on that. But I kind of thought that this was a gimmick at first. I was like, a powder filled puff, really? But to my surprise, there actually is powder in there. Duh, because it's supposed to have powder in there, and it actually gives off kind of a nice finish. It kind of gives off a more luminous natural finish, which I actually think is so nice. It looks so good on the skin. So yeah, I kind of don't really have anything bad to say about this, and the packaging is really cute, and you can actually buy each thing in here individually and refill this compact. I really like this. I don't really have anything negative to say about this. I don't use this every day though. I like to use this sometimes, but it's not an everyday product for me. But that's not to say that I don't like it. So, okay, last thing from like skin, the facial, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, so the next thing is the setting spray. So it looks like this, super cute. I love the packaging of this. I use this actually like kind of a lot, and there's not like a huge dent in here, but I have really been liking this. It smells amazing, smells like a spa, like everybody says. And you have to shake it before you use the product. Remember that. You must shake it before you use it. I recommended this in my VIB sale recommendations video, and I think that you have to check this out. Like, this is a really good product. The mister is amazing too. I don't know if you'll be able to see, like, I'm not gonna, I don't know if you were even able to see that, but the mister is really good on this as well. And again, I like the packaging. It's not glass. I mean, not that setting spray is ever in glass packaging, but I just love, oh, I love everything about this. You need to check this out if you haven't already, okay? I'm aggressively like, you have to try this. But in all seriousness though, this is a really amazing product, and it's like pretty affordable too. And setting spray is also something that kind of like hurts to spend a lot of money on, because you're using it like every day, sometimes even twice a day. Like if you prime your face with it as well, and then you go over again once your makeup is all done, which is what I like to do. But I would definitely be willing to purchase this again because I really like it. Okay, on to the next thing. Let's talk about the luminizers. So I have 5 shades. I have Enlighten, which looks like this. This is like the lightest one from the line. I have Outshine, which is kind of like a golden color. I have Mesmerize, which I believe is her favorite color from the line. We have Transcend. My light's probably going to wash out all of these anyways. And then we have Flaunt. So I know you're probably like, why did you buy darker shades? Hear me out. So in the summer, I can actually get pretty tan. So I was like, well, maybe like during the summer, eventually, like when we're not in a pandemic anymore, I'll be able to get tan and use more products for my tan skin. But also mixing them with foundations is how I've been really loving using these. I actually don't love them as like a liquid luminizer, like as a highlighter, because I just really struggled with this product. I don't know what it was, and I don't know if anybody else has struggled with it. I found that it picked up product, or it just like moved around, and it just didn't, I don't know, it like looked kind of strange on my skin. And I was kind of sad and bummed because I love a highlighter. I'm like a highlighter junkie. And I was just kind of bummed out because I was like, I really wanted this to work how I wanted it to work. But like I said, not everything is going to work exactly how you want it to work, and that's okay. And I'm not saying that this is a shitty product. I'm just saying that for me, that technique didn't work. I actually do sometimes like to use it under my foundation, kind of like a MAC strobe cream, like do it in the areas that I want to highlight my face, and then go over with foundation, and it just leaves a really nice luminous finish. So I like doing that. Like I said, mixing it in with a foundation that is maybe a little bit more matte works as well, but be careful because you don't want to be too dewy because this is a highlighter, remember that. But that's how I have found the way that I like to use these products. And like I said, I know that there's people that really, really love this, but for me, also, I feel like if you are someone who doesn't need makeup, like if you were just one of those people that just was blessed with a model face and you don't have any flaws and you like don't have any scarring, pimples, anything like that, and you're like doing a shoot or something like that, these would look amazing like on the skin. Or even just like you're out and about in general, if you have flawless skin and you don't really wear makeup, this would be the product for you. But I just found that I struggled a little bit with these. But, you know, with the techniques that I mentioned, I do like using it like that. So I'm not going to sit here and like bash this product. But for me, it just wasn't what I expected. But it's also not something that I hate. But it's just something that I struggled with a little bit. So keep that in mind. The next product we're going to talk about from this line are the blushes. So I picked up a few of these as well. First we have Joy, which looks like this. I believe this is a dewy finish. I threw away all the packaging, so I'm not really sure. This is Bliss. This is a matte finish. This is the one that like is good for everyday wear, in my opinion. We have Happy. I believe this is also a dewy finish. We have Grace, which is a matte finish. And we have Love, which is also a matte finish. So I actually really, really do like these. When they say pigmented, girl, they were not lying. These are pigmented as fuck, and you have to be really careful with these. Like literally one dot, if that. Like you have to be so careful with these because I'm telling you, this can go wrong so fast. You really gotta monitor how much you're putting on your face. So these, like I said, I think are really good, really pigmented, nice range of colors. I said that in my last video. I recommended these as well in my last video. Some of these I struggled with because I like to put these over an already powdered face. I usually am not one to like put my foundation on and then use cream bronzer and cream blush and cream highlight and then I'm fine. Like I need powder on my face, and typically I like to go in with a light layer of powder and then go in with cream products, which you might be like, oh, that doesn't work. And you're right, sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes it does. So, you know, it kind of just depends on the way that you do your makeup. A lot of people do their foundation and then put this on and then put powder over it, but for me, I'm the kind of girl that sometimes likes to go in with a powder to help with a little bit of coverage. So I don't want to completely cover up what I just put on. So that's kind of like my struggle there. But I have found ways to make these work. Using a beauty blender, also using a stippling brush. Stippling brushes are really, really good for these. The matte ones are easier to build up. Not to say that you shouldn't, like, not... Hold on. I'm trying to think about how to word this. I'm not saying that that means that you should just put on, like, a lot because that I'm trying to say that it's, like, not as pigmented. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying... it's much easier to put on a little dot and then blend out and then start adding more versus the dewy ones, because the dewy ones are kind of just like boom, pigment, like right in your face. You know, you really got to be careful with the dewy ones because those are the ones that'll get you, that are like powerfully packed with pigment. So that's my point there. Overall, I think that these are a really amazing product. Like I said, tons of colors to choose from. I kind of doubt that you won't find one that you won't like. You'll definitely find one that should work for you. And they have a lot of colors again on the matte side and also on the dewy side. So that was my only gripe about these, was the whole like me struggling with blending these over the powder. Okay, so lastly, let's talk about some lip products. So the first thing I'm going to talk about are the lip balms. So they look like this, super cute. I like the flat backing of this because it won't like roll, you know. Well, that wasn't very flat. It's supposed to be a disc, and you know, like it's hard to roll off a disc like that. I have 3 colors. I have Support, Honor, and Thankful. These are like all right, but they're not the best. They're not super moisturizing, but at the same time, there's a lot of pigment in the ones that are colored. So if you're looking for just like a tinted lip balm that's like really quick, just throw on whatever, I think that you'll like these. These also kind of, this is gonna sound so weird, I feel like every time I wear these, I almost taste like perfume or something, which is so weird because like all of the other stuff from the brand is not scented except for the setting spray, I've noticed. So I was like, why am I tasting perfume? It's just so odd. I think that these do look a little bit nice on the lips, but also again, I think that if you have dry lips, don't wear these. These are the kind of balms that will kind of like settle into all of the lines and stick to dry patches or just like really accentuate them. I think though that if you have lips that, like, if you don't struggle with dry patches, which sucks because it's kind of like, I wish that it just worked for everybody, but makeup doesn't work like that. I think that you just have to have like a really smooth lips in order for this to work. I mean, it even settles into my lines, and I thought that I had like pretty moisturized lips, but I guess not. But yeah, the perfume thing is just so weird to me. Like, I don't even... It kind of smells perfumey too, which is a little odd. Like I said, because nothing else from the brand is scented except for the setting spray. So these I probably won't purchase more of. But some people really like them. Like I said, if you're looking just for like a quick go-to throw-on kind of balm, maybe these are it. But the perfume smell and taste kind of throws me off a little bit. So that is what I think of that. So the last thing we're going to talk about are the lip souffles, which look like this. So I have the shade Inspire, which is like this nice red shade. It's probably going to come off more orange on my camera, but it's like a spicy red. We have the shade Brave, which is kind of like a nice terracotta color. We have the shade Courage, which is like a nice mauve-y kind of color. And we have the shade Fearless, which looks like this. So I like these a lot. They remind me of the NYX matte lip creams, but they're just like better. I don't know how to describe it. The feeling on your lips is just something so unique. You have to try it. Like I said in my last video, it's something that you kind of just have to try in order to understand it. But these are so good. Like, I'm telling you, the way that they feel on your lips, it's such a unique formula in my collection. I don't have anything like it, except, like I said, the closest thing are the matte lip creams from NYX, but I haven't purchased those in forever. But I just like, because that was kind of like a unique formula, I remember like in my head how it feels, and these are very reminiscent to those, but like I said, just amped up a little bit better, like the bigger sister, you know. And there's a lot of good colors. I like to, you know, like I said in my last video, I like to go for more nude shades, but I picked up the red because I like to be bold sometimes. Holidays are around the corner. Sometimes you want to feel a little sexy. That's why I picked up that one. But I really do like these a lot. I love these. I don't really have anything bad to say about these. They fade nicely on the lips. I don't like when I wear a lip product and it kind of just like looks weird as it's fading off. You will not have that issue with these at all. These are so stunning, so beautiful. Ugh, I just can't get over the formula. Like, it's just so unique and so feels so good on the lips. Like, I kind of just want to like keep putting it on my lips. That sounds so weird because I don't know. I just like don't know how to describe the feeling genuinely. Like, you really just have to try it in order to get it. That is everything from the brand Rare Beauty that I have. Let's kind of just go into a overview of everything in the brand in general. I think that this is a really good company. I do like the packaging. I like the colors of the packaging. I think it's all very aesthetically pleasing. Like I said, there's going to be products in every brand that you're going to try that you don't like, and that's completely normal. And you know, I'm not saying that I'm bashing the products that I didn't like, because the products that I struggled with are just like, I struggled with them. They weren't like complete fails for me, but they just like were not my favorite items. But that's completely okay. You know, there's going to be products like that everywhere. Overall, I think they're an amazing brand. I like what they stand for, and I just don't really have anything negative to say. Oh, I would say that they get like a 4.5 out of 5 stars rating for me, but that's just me. That's my opinions. So I am excited to see where this company goes, the products that they come out with. I am excited to purchase more from them in the future. Like I said, if you like this video, if you like this style of video with the brand reviews, let me know in the comments below what other brands you want to hear about. And yeah, I love you guys. That is a wrap. Thank you guys so much for watching, and like, subscribe, do your thing. Even if you don't want to, that's okay too. I'm just glad that you're here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah.